I've been doing Walmart Spark for almost 2 years now, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you everything I know, real tips and tricks that will actually help you make more money. Let's start with how to select orders. Selecting the right order is 75% of the battle. The easiest way to do this is to be able to find out the estimated hourly pay for each order. The estimated hourly rate is simple to calculate, but could take some practice if you're completely new to gig work. Well, how do you do it quick on the fly? Well, I'll show you right now. Basically, divide the pay by the percentage of 1 hour to find the estimated hourly rate you will yield from completing this order. Just round up and estimate the best you can. For example, a $15 order that takes 30 minutes is a $30 an hour order. The most basic metric of whether an order is worth it or not. Alright, so test question. How much is this order worth per hour? I'll give you 5 seconds. Alright, time's up. If you said $17.73 divided by 0.75 representing 45 minutes and got approximately $23 on your hourly estimate, then you are correct. And if you didn't, well, you better hit those arithmetic books. So what should you aim for? Well, it depends on your area. Here in Boston, Massachusetts, I always aim for $25 an hour or more, and I only accept orders that I think will help me accomplish that goal. But if you live in Evansville, Kentucky, where the cost of living isn't as high, then maybe $20 an hour is pretty good there. But no matter what state you live in, you want to be making more than minimum wage, obviously, because if you're not, then it's time to go find something else to do to make money. And also, another very important factor, you have to know that these numbers that are given to you are as if you are directly in the parking lot. So however far you are from the store, time and miles, you have to be able to add that into your calculations as well. For example, this is an amazing order right here, but when I saw it, I was 17 minutes and 3 miles away from the store. So I had to add that to my calculations. It was still worth it, but just not as banging. And 2 more tips before we practice selecting orders in real time. Make sure you can actually fit the items in your car before you accept it. Click here on the order screen to see which items it is. If you don't, you might end up like me here trying to fit a 65-inch TV in my compact Toyota Corolla, which is a situation you don't want to be in. I had to talk to support for 30 minutes trying to get this one canceled. And lastly, you can see if an order is dropping off to a house or an apartment. Obviously, it's much easier and faster to drop off to a house than to a 3rd-story apartment in a gated community. So if you're on the fence on whether you want to take an order or not, this might help you decide. And now let's head to a Walmart and apply what we just learned to select an order in real time. So let's take a look at this, right? $17, 45 minutes. I definitely could find something better. I want like a $30 order, you know what I mean? So like, here we go, 26 bucks, 52 minutes, 9 miles. That's worth it. But let's take a look, right? 9 items. And it's not too bad at all. It's not too bad at all. We got that water right there. I could do that one, but we got a lot of orders right now. Popping up and down. It's like deal or no deal. You see a good order, like I could do that, but I kind of want something better right now just because it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, orders are usually coming in pretty good, especially since I'm sitting at the Walmart right now. But yeah, this one's worth it, man. Like I do this one. It is going to downtown, which, you know, you gotta deal with the traffic. But if I play my cards right with Uber Eats, I can get orders to bring me back. But let's say I want something that's like 30. So let's probably gotta wait a little bit. So, okay, here we go, right? 16 bucks, 12 items. This is worth it as well. If I'm this would be worth taking. Oh yeah, that's good. So that's a good one right there too. But I might just keep looking just to kind of like show you guys what's worth taking and what's not. Like that's worth it. This that'd be worth it if you're not really getting anything. 17 for 10, 2 items. Those numbers are good, but you gotta deal with the traffic. So that one, you know, that one, I take it back. That one sucks. All right, let's see what else we got. 24 bucks, 46 minutes. That's worth it again. You know, take a look at these items. Right, easy to shop, except for you gotta find these clothes. I kind of hate finding clothes for people, but so that's another one that's worth it. But we're gonna keep looking right now because, you know, this is an instructional video as well. But I want to see if I could snipe a really good one, you know. It's been a while since I've done like a $40 order on Spark. Again, we got a few ones here. They're like $25 an hour average orders, you know, 19 bucks, 45 minutes. Again, you got a little traffic, but 25 bucks for an hour, kind It's for 11 items. I mean, these are doable, man, but as you can see, when it's good, you gotta be more picky. Like, if I was sitting here and it's 1 p.m. on a Wednesday and I saw these orders, I'd be taking them quick. But right now it's 5 o'clock, so we could be a little patient. So yeah, not anything new. We gotta wait a little bit. I want a 30, man. $30 now. All right, guys. So quick, I just found the best one so far. 25 bucks, 13 miles. Well, shit, I don't want to go in that. You know, we're just gonna do it. 2 items. Let's do that one. Let's do it. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, and we got it. So let's take a look at the review of this order, right? So the pros and the cons. 25 bucks, 13 miles, about $2 per mile. The best part of this order is that I can get it done in 33 minutes. So that's a $50 an hour order. The only bad thing about this order is it's dropping off not really an area that has that many deliveries, but the plan is get this one dropped off, try to get an order here that brings me over here, and then try to get an order that brings me back here. So I'm back where I started. And I could do another Walmart order, or I could keep doing Uber Eats, because this is my favorite area. That's my hot spot. Let's go do it. Start trip. I kind of goofed up. I don't even know what these items are. I should have checked. Oh, what the heck? Mario Kart, and then we got a power bank. At least it's in the same area. Hopefully we don't have to get escorted with this one. Let's go do it. The first item was not in stock, so what you gotta do here, text the customer a photo of possible replacements, and he never responded, so I refunded it. If it was a smaller, simple item like honey wheat bread and he didn't respond, I would just pick one myself from a different brand. But in this case, since it's like a specialized thing, he probably wants that exact one. And the Nintendo Switch game they had, but I had to wait 5 to 10 minutes looking and waiting for a store employee to unlock the shelf. Sometimes things happen that make the order take longer, that's out of your control. It's part of the delivery game. We're gonna drop this order off now. Let's go. So pay attention here. This is very important because I'm about to drop another principle on you. An order is only as good as the order that comes after. What the heck does that mean? Well, this order would do me no good if after I dropped it off, I had to drive all the way back to the Walmart to do another order. It would become $25 for 26 miles instead of $25 for 13 miles. Don't be one-dimensional and only use Walmart Spark, because then you'll have no choice but to do this and drive all the way back. And that would make no more sense than driving without purpose. Instead, you need to do one of 2 things. Find a food delivery order that brings you back, or branch off to do food delivery and move on with your shift methodically, especially with high mile drop-offs like this. That way you could lock in and keep that hourly rate yield for that order by eliminating the empty drive back to the store that the gig apps do not care about that you don't get compensated for. If you live in a zone where Walmarts are more spread out, then continue multi-apping and keeping your Spark app on to catch whichever good one pops up nearby. But if you're like me and there's only one main Walmart you go to covering a larger area, this looping strategy is a great tool to have in your bag. And you see me do it a lot in my videos, especially on the weekdays when I do shorter dinner shifts, 3-4 hours. Guys, if you've learned something from this video so far, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. We're halfway. We push a lot of delivery content that is epic. Next, we're going to be talking about larger shopping orders and how to shop faster using these 5 simple tricks you could start using today. Number 1, don't take the cart everywhere you go. Do this instead. Take the cart down the back side of the aisles where there's less people traffic and park it on the edges. Go down the aisle by foot and grab what you need, bring it back to the cart and move on to the next. Do that instead of what most people do, which is bringing the cart everywhere and bumping into people and traffic. Next thing you know, you're sitting there with your cart doing that awkward half smile that people do when you're waiting for someone to get out of the way. Instead, be versatile and just speed walk and grab what you need and move on quickly. Number 2, download the store map. If you get the regular Walmart app for customers, you could access the map of the store with every aisle number if you zoom in. Now you'll never have to ask the employee to point you in the direction of the arts and craft aisle ever again. Self-explanatory why this is a great tip. And number 3, get in fast, but don't rush once you're inside. When you're pulling up to the store, this is where you want to shave off a few minutes and don't circle around looking for the perfect spot. Just park and hustle, get in the store as fast as you possibly can. But the moment you get your hands on a cart, switch over to that slow and steady wins the race mindset. Think before you walk and look around for items with your eyeballs instead of walking aimlessly, wandering around, and not moving efficiently. Move with a purpose still, but focus on what you're doing. Number 4, use the section number if you need. It's there to help you find the item faster, and this is especially helpful when doing wine orders as well. And lastly, get a grocery cart like this one. It literally could save you 10 to 15 minutes, preventing you from doing multiple trips up an elevator to a confusing third-story apartment. Who wants to do that? Definitely get one of these. It's a lifesaver. Now that you know my secrets, check out this full ride-along 32-hour workweek video that I did where I mainly did Spark the entire week to see more examples of me using these strategies in real time. Hope to see you there.